Imagine for a moment the one source light, eager to experience itself. One could not see itself or know its own nature from its own viewpoint. It needed contrast, something to compare itself to. In order to see its nature, it had to create a dance floor upon which it could play with what it was not. This is how the cosmic dance came into being. Two reflected in the light created by the One. This is the origin of the false light, light created from light in order for the One to observe its reflection. The One shines only in its own light due to its mirror counterpart. Darkness, that which is not of the light, from which the shadow emerges. Light and shadow are one and the same, components of the One. This is the Trinity. The dance of the shadow is the finding of balance is all things, beginning with the mind, for that is the ground upon which the shadow dance takes place. We gravitate towards the two dancers, one cast in its light, sun, the other in the reflected light, moon. Yet always the dance pattern is woven in their own one true light. Like the dancers, you are your own light. Your shadow has its beauty in equal measure to your light. That is a universal truth of oneness. Remember one light, its contrast is the two dancers and the interplay between them. That is the wholeness of all truth. To dance to the melody and master the steps is consciousness. Light is the medium of expression, but it is not the only form. Other universes play out other symphonies of expression. Welcome to DNA consciousness. Welcome to the light grid and the light grid transmissions of the nations of the stars. Welcome with open heart and beauty. Lift your eyes to the stars and hear the melodies that your soul remembers. Do not question your own heart. The transcension is upon us, and all who are open-hearted and brave enough to host the new and the reborn who have come now to make the leap into light. We always send our own, and we always know our own. The light grid is active and open, and the new souls you are welcoming are causing tremendous uproar. The light grid is where we integrate their energy with the guardians and earth watchers. You need to take care of your own as well as those that are in your line. This is how you achieved it on the previous light grid. You protected and kept them safe. The keepers of the grid are newcomers themselves and in guardianship training. The trials of those in the care of the guardians are trials that the guardians themselves must bear. That is what guardians do. As a guardian, you are in your own evolutionary curriculum in the 7th dimensional initiations, which run concurrently with the leap from 3D to 5D. Guardians are gatekeepers of the records. DNA holds gifts for you that are stored in your cellular armory and may choose to draw back on. This is a conscious choice and is mindset activated. Create your way out, and your imaginative mind is the only key. Imagination. Create your code room, your own area in your imaginative mind, where you can visualize the process of downloading your own archival records. This is open to all on this planet forthwith, if the free choice is made per individual. Recognition of the thought pattern of the current that underlies the truth of all who are dancing in the symphony of the shadow dance. This is the frequency lift. Recognize it when it comes and amplify this in the heart chakra. This is how you raise your frequency on a planetary level. New souls are being rebirthed right now. Lift your consciousness to this singular truth. Say it as many times as you wish. Write down, in your quietest moments, what you deeply and truly believe about yourself. Write it down. You may say, I have never felt at home on earth. I have always been fearful. I do not understand why there is evil in the world. Why is there suffering? The list is your own. Write it down and recognize what your consciousness level is resonating to. Observe your response to this awareness. As you gaze upon the truth of your soul, imagine similar fears to a soul just coming in from galaxies of higher frequencies. These new returning souls are bringing in these adjustments to your earth bodies as you integrate these higher dimensions of yourselves. It's chaos, as you would say. To us in the other worlds, we experience this as high frequencies of emotional energy. This always happens with the coming of the light. Your sun has united with its counterpart, and you can feel it in your hearts. The planetary alignment is the frequency tuning, like a gateway open right now, attuning these new energies for the next solar cycle. The sun is coordinating this right now due to its recent upgrades with comets in the system. You have a new sun, a new upgraded twin sun. As these new souls return to Gaia, their hearts integrate via the upgraded sun and affect the light grid as their DNA anchor in. These are your own soul fragments coming home. The geomagnetic shifts on Earth are alignment consciousness upgrades to Gaia Mother. There are two dancers, one light, one dark, sun and moon. We focus on the sun dancer. Her dance is beautiful and captivating. Her best abilities shine bright in her beauty as she weaves her dance of life. She reaches her highest expression. She is beautiful. You are beautiful in your own sun dance. The moon dancer we barely notice. We give little thought to her as she mirrors her partner in perfect contrasting unison. For every step in light, a step is taken in shadow. For every joy, there is hurt. Still our dancers dance, each weaving their spell in synergy to each other. One dancer shines, the other reflects in contrast, so we see how bright her partner shines. Yet we give attention to the sun dancer, not realizing that we only perceive her beauty due to the contrast of her partner. We perceive them in recognition of their contrasting nature. Each on its own, without the other, does not dance. There is no true beauty to see, only pain, disconnection, and fear. Mind is the ground upon which this sacred dance plays. Would we truly understand the sun if there was no moon to show us how bright the sun truly is? Moonlight is the silvery cast off of the sun blazing light, yet it is still the light of the sun, is it not? Moonlight is sunlight in reflected form, and it shines on that which is not cast in the light of the sun. Our mind give it meaning and calls it fear, evil, and more. Fear is illusion, covered in the Maya. Part of the dance in its syzygy, and yet we give it so much of our attention. Fear is born from where light is not. It is the mirror itself, and mind is its engine. It traps the sacred dance, and ego takes its spotlight in the false light. If we open to the one truth, Recognizing that the moon dancer is God in contrast to itself, then we see that the moon puts in just as much energy as sun and sacrifices its chance to dance in the light. That is the beauty of the shadow. We only see the beauty of the sun dancer because of the sacrifice of ego by the moon dancer, who by its nature sacrifices the mask of ego and all the petty delights it brings to provide the inward force which showcases the light of its partner and counterpart. When we realize the moon dancer is as beautiful in her own dance as the sun dancer, we realize that the balance is the rhythm and tempo to which they dance. When the balance is out of alignment, that is Maya. Truth negates all Maya. Fear hides in the shadows and is an absence of truth, nothing more. Perfectly balanced in their unison, our two dancers are revealed in truth. As one and the Maya of the false light falls away, we see the harmony and beauty of the dance itself. The dancers have played their part, their story is told. They reveal the golden truth to those that choose to see with the eye. Sun and moon are polar opposites of the one, they are not separate. That is the way home. There are two dancers dancing to the one light. This is the secret of the cosmic heart, the threefold flame. These are the mysteries of the sun, hidden by mystery schools for a time when the souls return to self heralds a breaking of the seals. As each one is broken, so you shall remember. Create your code room, open the records and remember. The next step in our journey into the sun mysteries is the great dancer herself, the divine feminine that you know as Kali. She is the beginning and the ending of the entire universe, and her dance is the one you hear right now. Mahakali, in her threefold expressions, is the sun dancer who holds the dance of life. Debbie, beloved sister, your dance is staggeringly beautiful in how you weave your spirit of fire, like a sword and shield, blazing away the Maya of this world. I remain in awe of your shadow dance, my beloved sister. Thank you for showing me how to keep dancing, no matter the tune.